The time is 1:14. I'm supposed to be in bed, ready for school tomorrow, and I'm here. I'm in a very storytelling mood right now, so, I thought I'd tell y'all something. So just relax. Let's have some fun. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun to tell. Like, I love telling stories, so this is gonna be real fun for me. So yeah. But this story is going to be about how my family and I got robbed of $2,000. Home invasion. That's what happened. But, okay, December 2015, we went to Nigeria. That's where it happened, in Nigeria. And this was like I want to say, oh my God. I don't even, what was it? Was it Christmas Day? Was it Christmas Day? I honestly don't remember if it was Christmas Day. Oh yeah, it was Christmas Day. Was it? I cannot even remember. But whether it was Christmas Day or not, all I know, it was a Sunday, right? And we were all getting ready to go to church. So everyone got ready, and everyone left like way before us, because it takes us a long time to get ready or whatever. But like, they didn't rush us, they just left us or whatever, because we had our own car anyway. So we finally finished getting ready, and so we all got into the car. And once we got into the car, my mom, she said that she left a gift for somebody. So she went back inside to go get the gift, and she locked the door. Mind you, our door, like, we always lock our door whenever we leave, our room door. So she locked the room door, and then she gave it to her sister, because her sister wasn't going to church that day, right? So she gave it to her sister. So we all get into the car, we all go to church, and like around 12 o'clock, church ends, but we don't go home. What happens is that we go to see people or whatever. So after we saw people, it took us a long time, because we didn't get back home until like 6 o'clock. But everyone else that was in the house, like, once it was 12 o'clock, like, they just came home, to cook and stuff like that. So when we finally returned at 6, everyone's already at home, like, it's booming, like, there's food everywhere. So we're happy, we're walking in, full of such life, like, we're so happy walking in, jolly. We're like, hey, how you doing, So we're so happy. And then I was the first one to get to the room before everyone else in the car. So we get to the room, and first of all, we get to the room and it was open. Mind you, this room was locked. My mom locked this room, and she gave it to her sister to hold the key. But actually, like, that really didn't bother us so much, because anybody could have collected the key and opened it, right? Could have been my grandmother, could have been anybody. So we didn't really trip about that. But what happened was that I walked into the room, and our belongings were it was a hot mess in that room. Like, I have to say, like, the room was flipped. Literally, it was flipped upside down. Like, it was literally flipped upside down. Like, our clothes were on the floor. Our clothes were dusty. Like, bro, luggages were flipped. Everything, it looked like a tornado had passed through this room. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, who could have done this? Because, like, my mom was the last person to go into the room before she locked it and gave the key to her sister. So I'm thinking, like, who could have gone into this room? So I asked my grandmother, I'm like, I asked her, like, did you do this? And then she was like, no, that she didn't do it. She said no. And then I asked everybody, and they were like, no, they didn't do it. And I was like, what? And then they were like, no, that they thought we were the ones that did it, that this and that. I'm like, first of all, how in the world, why would you even think that we would do this to our own belongings? Like, our belongings were damaged. Our boxes were dents left and right, like, handbags flipped over. Like, no, there's no how we could have done that to our own stuff. Like, there's just no way we would have done that. So then, like, I start asking everybody, like, who did this? People are walking in and out of this room, and they just don't seem to have a care in the world as to why our belongings are like this. Like, come on now. So our mom, like, she finally comes inside, and then we ask her, like, did you do this? Because she was the last one to see the room before it got locked. And then she was like, no, that she didn't do it. And then in there, people knew that some kind of force, some kind of demon came into that room and just was looking for what they had no business looking for. So the first thing my mom does is she goes to like where she keeps the money, cause she keeps the money in like a separate suitcase. I don't know. So she goes to the suitcase and she pulls out the envelope that the money's in, and not even a drop is left. Like not 1 naira, not $1 is left of this money. Like the money is literally gone with the wind. And at this point, my mom, she starts panicking. And then she started saying that she couldn't find the passports. I was like, what? You can't find the passports? Now that's when I started panicking, because I was like, no, I'm not about to be held up in this country. Like, no. So at this point, we're all panicking, right? Like, we're like, oh my God, like, where's the money? What are we going to do? My grandmother's over there having a heart attack. Like, we trying to calm my grandmother down, trying to calm my mom down. People trying to calm me down. Like, like, it's just too much. So after the dust settles down, we all begin to, I'm pretty sure we're all asking ourselves the same question at this point. Who did it? Like, I'm pretty sure it was going through everybody's mind, like, we got to get to the bottom of who did this, right? So after we cancel and add, subtract who we could have done, it comes down to 2 people. But obviously, we asked them if it was them, and they said no, it wasn't them. Obviously, if you ask them, they're gonna tell you like it wasn't them, but I know it was them. Because at the end of the day, it's like, obviously we never found out who did it, but like, we knew it was an insider. Like, it was definitely someone who was living in the 4 walls of that house. Because the hammer that they used to get past the lock was found in the room down the hall. And obviously a stranger would not know that there's a hammer, because the hammer, like my uncle, like he kept the hammer in a very hidden, secluded place. So obviously a stranger would never think to look and, right off the bat, like you won't just look into the room and see the hammer. Like, the hammer is hidden in a place where only someone who knows the house would get the hammer. And that's the hammer that was used to break the door. So that's how he knew it was an insider. But obviously, like, nobody ever owned up to, to taking the money, obviously. But I don't know, for some reason, I kind of feel like all of them had a hand in it. Like, I'm starting to believe that, like, all of them might have had a hand in it somehow. I don't know. But yeah, like, that's how we lost your $2,000. They just came and took it from right under our noses. But anyway, I'm sending out, I've already sent out prayers to that person who did it, because they'll never see anything good in their life. Nigerians are good at cussing people out. I've cursed you. You will never see anything good in your life. Ever. But yeah, like, that's all I got for y'all now. But do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. Follow me on social media, all of that stuff. Like, I'm open to everything. So make sure you do that. And if you do want to see more, if you want to hear more stories like this, if you want to see me again, then you have to hit that subscribe button.